So just out on a little easy run, shakeout, I think the best way to call it. And I thought I'd use this opportunity to talk about why. So why am I making this YouTube channel, which might fall flat on its face. Equally, I might get people watching, showing a bit of interest, but predominantly I suppose you are going to see a lot of running training. I've got aspirations to do a marathon, maybe around about October. Currently training for High Rocks. Got High Rocks Poland in a couple of weeks. Mixed doubles with my wife Mel in Berlin, and that's in May. And then definitely in December I'm going to compete again in the National Indoor Rowing Championships, where I did that in December 2024. Come 5th in my age group, 42, and my weight category. So as much as my training goals and objectives are performance, these goals are secondary to the main aim, and the main aim is longevity. Longevity, which is essentially mobility, keeping muscles functioning, working efficiently as they should, so when we get into our later years, you know, we keep things that are just going to make life easier. Balance, coordination, grip. I remember I used to visit my mum in her care home, and a lot of time people can't even hold their own drinks, and it's so sad. Being a dad with 2 children, you know, I want to be able to function and be able for as long as I can. So that's certainly one influencer. Another was, I'd say I spent many years in the cycle of trying to get back into running, then getting injured. I had an MRI scan and it established I had a herniated disc. I saw so many different people, but no one really prescribed what I would say effective therapy, and it took a lot of researching, reading, and now I feel as fit as a flea. I just feel like my body's 20 again. I do a range of different exercises. I'm a great believer in, you know, working muscles through long and short ranges, decompression exercises on the back, strengthening exercises, and really working everything as it should. So although longevity is my main goal, that aids performance. So although performance is secondary, I tell you something, I'm looking forward to starting marathon training, but I'm a great believer in cross training, strength and conditioning, and that's something that's going to continue. And what I want to do, so there's a car behind me, what I want to do is to share that journey with you. So sometimes, you know, I watch YouTube and I see people on there, and sometimes it seems like it's just a diary of their training, which, don't get me wrong, is good, and to a degree that is what this is going to be, because what it will do is hold me accountable, and that's a good thing. But what I want to try to do is to give something to you as the listener, the rationale and purpose why I'm doing certain things. Equally, I watch people on YouTube, runners, they get injured and they start cross training and they talk about it like it's the best thing, and I always hear them say, you know, even making separate videos on it, cross training for runners, how I'm gonna keep doing it. But as soon as they're healthy and they start running again, they drop the cross training like a hot potato, and so reliant on just running. I fell out of love with running, but I've started to fall in love with it again. But that's only because the way I feel my body's now functioning and how I move. I certainly don't get out of bed in the morning with any aches or pains. What's worked for me, I'm hoping to put that in, drip into each video, to really build a picture of what motivates me and what I do. Maybe a little bit of humour as well, and insight into my life. My wife Mel, she trains, she's, you know, runs to a very good level. We have very different approaches, extremely. She would not be going out and running this slow, I tell you that much. So her range is quite small. My range is quite big, from really slow to relatively fast, but she would just get bored with this. So, you know, you might see elements of that and how we bounce off each other. But yeah, so if that sounds like your vibe, then this is for the first time ever. Like the video, come on, subscribe, get me to 1 million subscribers. I want to be in a mansion, Ferrari, all that on the drive, be amazing. G-Wagon, woo!